Have you ever gone out and met someone with the same name as you? Okay, well, yeah, names are really unique. It's not that unique. Okay, but how about this? Have you ever met someone that made you hate having that name? Like, your friends will know them too, and they start talking about them, but they say your name makes you feel awful because your name's being associated with this guy just because both of our sets of parents have no originality. Yeah, that's what it felt like for me. I got my own doppelganger. Let's call him Under. There's a couple more layers to Under, but to sum him up, he's basically a fedora enthusiast. But before we get to that, allow me to tell you the stupidest interaction I've ever had with him. Before going to the stupidest interactions of all, we gotta go to a fateful day in Discord. Around this time, I didn't use Discord at all. I was a massive whore for iMessages, but my best friend was begging for me to join his new Discord server he set up. So I decided to join it, and Under also happened to be there. Now, Under has this weird obsession of being the better my name, which I kind of did start, which was just like a bit, but apparently it turned around to be this whole thing with him. It was either I was the first, or my friends were his friends first, or he was born first, or something like that. He got better grades, or he was talking more to people. It's like who cares? Like, who actually really cares about this? I mean, I have a massive ego too, but it was always for something like pointless and not important at all. Anyways, we're all just hanging around chatting up in the server when Under finally realizes who I am. We didn't have an issue, but then suddenly he decided to challenge me to a Pokemon battle. For most of the fight, it was all on my side, which is dead when I decided to use Earthquake, and it somehow missed, allowing him to take out Regi, which is absolutely destroying him. But hey, I guess there's a small chance for a 100% accurate move to miss. But at the time, we all kind of just said and agreed that this was more of a glitch than anything. I mean, I still thought it was stupid, but I think all of us kind of thought it was stupid. But not to him. It was the best win he could ever possibly have. I mean, at the very least, when we do play Pokemon, we don't use Showdown. We actually just battle with our new game, personally trained Pokemon. And we had used actual skill and thought out strategies. He just keeps going on being really mouthy and cocky, which is when he then decided to challenge me to a rematch. Being merciful and giving me a chance to beat the real, better my name. And so we do it again. I then fired back with my own BS win that I'm not really super proud of. So it was on his side this time, because he was sweeping through with Solgaleo, the same way that I did to him with Regi. I think should tell you who has the better ability of playing this game. All that I have left is Glaceon, weak to Steel and its signature move. But hey, it still somehow survived, hits it with a Blizzard, and that Blizzard freezes Solgaleo for 5 whole turns, allowing me to go 2 Pessimist team with this 2 HP Glaceon and win. Even after the battle, I called it BS too, because that was just stupid. In comparison, it was a lot more funnier than, but still, yeah, if he was gonna say, like, that was total BS, and he wanted to go again, I would be fine with that, because he took it a bit too far and was starting to be really weirdly toxic, and he started privately messaging me, and then started threatening me, and then started threatening that he will come to a place that he's seen me at. Dude, this is Pokemon. Are you really about to make an entire scene about being a petty, sore winner and loser? But then after all that, he then hopped back into the main server to then spit out the most heinous thing imaginable and started bringing up our friend who had died that year, starting going on of how he's the better friend by comparison. Dude, shut the hell up. And that was the first and almost the last time I ever used Discord. Even after all that, everyone decided to keep hanging out with him. These are the consequences of your own actions, buddy. He then picked up a new phase of life where he started trying to be this big, tough, southern macho man. He's not this nerdy guy anymore. And his creepiness and entitlement towards women still decided to stick around because it fits so well. I guess now I can get to the part where I was hinting at him being an r/nice guy. Yeah, he's just a massive creep to women. For example, there's a friend of mine who give rides to Under to school, and Under would be trying to make advances on her and could not comprehend that she was just doing this to be nice and had no interest in him at all and didn't have any care for her personal space at all. She rejected said advances. He then began spreading rumors about her. Then Under went to start messaging another woman in her DMs who was a lot older than us, and not only that, Under also just straight up stalked her in real life if she ever mentioned a place she was at. The reason this older lady was interacting with Under was lying about his age and was taking credit for a Discord server for D&D that my best friend made. Also kept making advances on her when they were playing D&D, absolutely ruining it for her. And we actually started hanging out with her more, and she actually became a part of our group of friends, and she's really cool, actually. Under, I guess, just wasn't really best at being friends with her then. I still have no idea how this weirdo got married while still in high school, which was a stupid decision. But hey, she left pretty quickly after marrying him, and you can understand why, because Under talked about her like she was a side piece, and yet, for some reason, we still kept him around. Guys, are we for real?
Nobody listens to me. No one listens to me. Nobody listens to me. No one listens to me.